What's up, guys? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we're going to be drawing the Doom Slayer from Doom. So I think this is like Doom Eternal or something. It's a Patreon request from Colin on Patreon. So this guy's armor is pretty complicated, but I'll try and simplify it as best I can. So landscape page, pencil, an eraser, and hit pause if I go too fast. So I'm going to start with his helmet. And we're going to start with sort of the glass visor sort of area, right? So let's go. So we go, so we'll just go diagonal, cross, and then up, right? This is the middle part, right? So then we'll go out towards the side. Now you can add sort of extra details along this if you want, but we'll just sort of keep it sort of as simple as we can. And then this curves around inside here for the side of it. And then it comes along the bottom, right? And it might like have some steps up, like some bits that stick out, right? Kind of like that, right? Down towards the bottom. Right, and then we go up, across, and down the mouth sort of area. So then this has like a gray edge the whole way around it. So say we'll go up here, okay, and we'll just go across. And some bits can stick out and stuff. You know, you can have these dark patches with like pieces of machinery sticking up from them. So like, you know, different sort of steps up. And then down the side, in underneath. And this kind of comes down all the way to his mouth. And then we have this sort of curved section underneath the mouth. Right, so then, let's see. So we can add like some extra details to this if you want, like some extra sort of edges and boxes and things. So you like break up the armor on the inside, like with all these little sort of spaces and like maybe an edge line just going around. Just to make it look a little bit more 3D sort of thing like that. And there is way more on this. So just things like this to break up. Look a bit more like armor. And then there is some stuff in here as well. So like, well, I'm not doing all of it. So if you're into like crazy detail, Google this guy and add the detail. Okay, so we've got like these two vents on the side of his mouth which go join like the edge of the helmet and go the whole way around. Yeah, so we'll do that first. Let's see. So say like here, right, to these sort of diagonal kind of lines, right? It goes down, and this is like a hole in his mask. So it's like a vent, two of them there. And then this goes around up this way, right? Down, and just this starts to travel like his jaw. But it basically eventually goes around his head. Right, and it could get a little bit bumpy sort of here. And then goes up the top. And like so. Right, so that's the general shape for his helmet. And then it comes down around his chin from here. So we have like some bits that stick out. But okay, so let me see. It's like a little bit that kind of sticks out here. And then we go down around his chin. And on this side we go underneath his collar. So it goes, I'll draw it in and we can draw the collar over it. Just keep it kind of similar on both sides. Then we gotta add like some more details to break things up. Add like plates of armor and stuff. So like some circles and like edge lines to all this. This like mask has lots of details on it. This goes up around like 3 little dots there. That way. And then we have another section, so it's like goes down here to his mouth. And then it looks like vents and things. Like in there. And some dots. And like 3 lines here. Just gonna add it like a shadow inside here just to make it look like it goes in. And just some more sort of lines on this, and then on the helmet. There. And then we have another vent up the top here. So it goes diagonal up, across, down. And then this goes up, across like so, to there. And then we have like some metal plates coming down this way. And then this seems to like travel back up here. And again, we've got like more armor traveling back up this way. Some lines on it and stuff. And like some edge lines and things. And then we have another section line going down there. Something else here. So you're just adding all these details as best you can. Like circles and dots and things. Like so. Right, so then like his collar, right? So his body's like slightly turned, so we're not like exactly the same on both sides, but we've got a piece of collar coming down here. And the opposite side of it comes down this way. And then he has like a seam that runs along the top. And then like edge just there. Right, and same on this side. So this one kind of sticks out a little bit more, so it sticks out like so. And then it runs down. So up into here, and then back over his neck this way. Right, and then we have a seam that runs down there. And I just erased that line for the jaw, just so you can make it out. Okay, so let's keep going. So we have like some chest armor down here, so something like right close to his chin. So we start with this. And then this comes up and touches his chin. And give it an edge. And then we go down that way. And then another piece of chest armor comes across here. So now if I go too fast, just use your pause button, because there's a lot of armor on this guy. So we gotta kind of move quick. So then his chest armor comes down. Around here. On this side we've got like a strap or something. So it's like it cuts in. And then cuts out and then around. Right, so it goes around like kind of like chest muscles, and then across the middle, down the other side. Right, so it's this kind of plate. So then side body goes down that way. Side body on this side slightly different because we've got like shoulder armor. But say we'll start it here. Right, so then we have big shoulder armor. We'll just get the main bits in and then we'll add all those details, right? So shoulder pad goes down like this. And then it kind of sticks out here. We got a bit that stands up like a circular part. And there's another one of those here. And then we go down into there. Up, across like so. Okay, and then the armor here just steps up a couple of times like that. And then his arm comes down this way with like lots of these angles just for his bicep kind of thing. And on this side we do similar, so we go stepping up, and then the shoulder armor down like that, sort of a wavy line. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine. I'm not like copying the picture perfectly or anything. I'm just getting general sort of steps. It curves around. This one's skinnier than this one. And then we go around like so. And this seems to go up and in to here. And then we have like an edge to this. Like that. And then there's another section on top. On this shoulder it's different. And then this goes back down to there. And then this strap goes into his chest armor here. Lots of lines on this. And then we can actually see his bicep here. Right, we've got like veins. And then his a sort of forearm sticks out here, and the forearm has an armor on it then as well, going off that way. Okay, that's the main shape for the body. Oh, and of course, he has a gun. Sort of sticks up. Where is that gun picture? Sorry, I have a different picture for the gun. So, gun sort of sticking up on the shoulder here, right? So we'll just go like steps up, and then like around the top of it. And then it goes back down to there, and it's like there's another piece of armor or something on the outside. And the top of it has that circle, and there's more details on that as well. So, quite complicated now. That's our main shape, right? So then we have to add all this armor and details and different sections and stuff, kind of like we did with the head, right? So we've got to kind of do this all down here. I'll start with the chest plate, right? So let's go. Edge lines. Edge lines first. This is always a good trick to start any sort of armor plating with. You basically just trace around your edges. Right, and then there's like some extra little details here. Like some bolts. Like that. Oh, and then we have this sort of laser thing here. Circle with a red circle inside. And then we seem to have another circle outside that. But then this steps up and goes around. Right, like so. And there's like a rectangle here. And there's like some orange plating there. And then some dark green here. And then there's an unusual shape that goes around his chest. Like that. And then we have 3 sort of lines there with these sort of boxes on them. And then this strap is lines that way. Again, simplifying this a little bit. And then we have angles here, green, dark green, orange. And we have like ab armor as well. Right, with some studs and some like rectangles. And then his abs go that way. Ab comes up here. So all these angled lines on his ribs. Another one there. And then there's like some details on this. Like here as well, and we'll give these edge lines. There. Yep. Okay, I'm just sort of talking to myself now, trying to figure it out. Okay, so that's mostly his body. I'll put like some more studs here. And then, right, so armor in here as well, right? So a curved line going that way and that way. And then we've got like some neck, like armor inside here. And it's just kind of concentric sort of circles that go around his neck. Some edge lines to it. Okay. And there's like an orange strap that comes across his shoulder here. And then this has like lots of angled lines on it. And then cross lines. Like studs and stuff. Another sort of angle there, and like some of his shoulder just going that way. And a strap down here as well, like clothing or something. So then on this shoulder, we've got like some green, dark green sections. Some more sort of angle lines. Oh, and we have these like little circle sort of studs kind of sticking off the side. Kind of there. I'm going to put another vein on his arm. Like here as well. Right, and then we divide up this section, so give all this edge lines. Lines going that way on these. Right, and then more armor on this orange armor with different sort of shapes on it. So it goes like this way. And then this thing has like circular lines like that. And then we have like green armor. Like some lines sticking out of it. Stuff like this, and then some of those circles, kind of like volcanoes, kind of sticking up. There, with like circles going around. Okay, and then like armor on his bicep down here, so there's like a strap that comes across here. So this is going like into his body, but it's his bicep really. So bicep there, right? And to make it look like a bicep, you can just add like a vein like this. And then this armor keeps going. All these details. Like that. More details here. like edge lines. Another step down area here with an edge line. Edge lines on all these. So mechanical dudes like this are always like really complicated. So another thing here going that way. Right, and then there's some like circular sort of volcano things. Sticking off his arm here. Right, you can do as many of these as you want. There's like 2 or 3 just going around his arm there. And the gun. Right, on the gun, what way is that? So, kind of like an inside section here. Just like sticking up that way. And then it goes down the barrel of the gun, curving around. This way. Edges. And some more details inside here. Like so. Right, so now textures, right? So there is more details if you want. You can Google this guy and like there's an infinite amount. But what I'll do now is add some like scratch marks, little dots and stuff just to show that he's like been sort of beat up and fighting and all that kind of stuff all over the armor. Maybe like a crack. It's done with red sort of paint, but there is a mark here, and I'll draw it as best I can, right? So we've got like this. It looks like Japanese or Korean or something. It goes this way. Right, and this would be done in red if you were coloring, obviously. Just a couple of dots. Okay. Right. But I think that's the best I can do, guys. That is how to draw Doomslayer. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for the request, Colin. Anyone else with requests like this, characters I don't normally draw, head on over to Patreon. I'll get right on it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.